Sleep, what it's really doing to your skin. I can usually tell when someone hasn't been sleeping well before they even tell me. The skin looks a certain way, dull, slightly puffy under the eyes, healing a little slower than it should after a treatment. Almost every time, sleep comes up in the conversation. In this episode of Down to Details, let's understand what disrupted sleep does to your skin. What's actually happening to your skin at night? During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, and one of its biggest jobs is tissue repair, which includes collagen production. Collagen, as we have talked about before, is the structural protein keeping your skin firm and youthful. And the biggest window your body has to produce and repair it is not a night cream, it is deep sleep itself. Blood flow to the skin also increases at night, delivering oxygen and nutrients exactly when your skin cells are working hardest to repair the day's damage, sun exposure and pollution. So when sleep is cut short or when it is disrupted and never reaches the deep sleep stage, your skin simply does not get the repair window it needs. What this looks like in the clinic. The first thing people notice is dullness. Skin that looks tired even when you don't feel particularly tired, because the cell turnover that should have happened overnight did not. Then there is the under eye area. This is the thinnest skin on your face, and it shows disrupted sleep the fastest. Puffiness from fluid retention that did not drain properly, and a darker, more hollow look from reduced blood flow and collagen support. Breakouts are another one. Poor sleep raises cortisol, and elevated cortisol increases oil production and inflammation, both of which make acne worse and harder to control, no matter how good your skincare routine is. And healing. If you've had a chemical peel, a laser session, or any clinical treatment, your skin needs that overnight repair window to recover properly. Poor sleep slows that down. You could be doing the right treatment and still see slower, less complete results simply because your skin isn't getting the recovery time it needs. Why this matters before any treatment. This is something I genuinely factor into how I plan my clients' treatments. If someone tells me they are sleeping 4 to 5 hours a night consistently, I know their skin's recovery capacity is already compromised. It is the same logic as the vitamin D episode. The skin you are trying to treat needs to actually be capable of repairing itself for the treatment to work the way it should. What to actually do? The biggest one is simply protecting your deep sleep window, which is exactly what Mrinal walked through in this week's Nutri Digest. What you eat at dinner, when you eat it, your caffeine and alcohol timing, all of that directly affects whether you reach deep sleep or not. If you haven't watched that episode, that is where the practical fix lies. Beyond that, keep your room cool and dark, since both support the deep sleep stages where repair actually happens. And be consistent. Your body's repair processes run on rhythm, and an irregular sleep schedule disrupts that rhythm, even if your total hours look fine on paper. Your skin does not just sit there while you sleep. It is actively repairing, producing collagen, and recovering from the day. And how well it does that depends entirely on the sleep you're giving it. If your skin has been looking dull, healing slowly, or just not responding to treatments the way it should, sleep could be quietly part of the picture. The link to book a skin assessment is in the description.